Hey guys, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed the last unboxing. This time I'm going to try and do something a little different. This time I've decided to show all the 4K films that I have. I know it's a little different compared to what I've done with unboxings before, but I wanted to try something different and get new videos up mostly every week. So yeah, I've definitely got a lot of 4K films next to me, so I'm going to be going through most of them, or all of them actually, and give them a little description of them, and hope you guys enjoy them. So I probably have maybe 20 to 25 4Ks. The rest are all Blu-rays, as you can, well, see back there. And there's more in my closet. So yeah, it's definitely, I got a lot of films that I hope to be making more videos for. So let's get this thing going with the first one, which is Tomb Raider on 4K. I do not own a 4K anything yet, but hopefully soon I'll be getting a 4K Xbox One X, so I can definitely start getting there, closer to the 4K formats. This Blu-ray on this was pretty clear, very realistic. Unfortunately, you could tell when some were green screens or blue screens, or whatever you like to call it. But yeah, I cannot wait to see what this film looks like on 4K. And Alicia Vikander, like I said with the unboxing video I made, is the best person I think, or actress they could hire to play that character. Next one is the Tomb Raider franchise with first Angelina Jolie on 4K. I definitely really enjoyed this one. Very good. Can't wait to see how this looks like on 4K. The Blu-ray was amazing, better than the other Blu-rays I've seen. I still feel like out of all of these, this one is the better one with her in it. And then the second one, Tomb Raider: Cradle of Life. I don't think it was the best one, but it also wasn't the worst. I still had fun with it. I don't think Paramount gave it a lot of money towards the end because, like I say, some of the special effects were starting to get a little outdated, and it just didn't really hold up towards the end. But, you know, it was still fun, and yeah, I definitely liked this film. Next one is Split on 4K. I remember seeing the first time I got this, and I don't think it's M. Night Shyamalan's worst film. I still prefer his earlier films, definitely early 2000 films, but this was definitely a good comeback to him, and I really can't wait to see what Glass is going to be like next year. And with the trailer coming out this month at Comic-Con, can't wait to see what M. Night has been doing behind the camera since this was announced and played, and then it went to 4K, and then the ending to this was definitely a twist. I do admit this is probably one of his darker films, but I just think that maybe that's just my opinion. Patriots Day. I know not a lot of people were happy about this being made. It's just Hollywood trying to make money off a very bad tragedy that happened in Boston, which is only about an hour from where I live. But I definitely enjoyed it. I think Mark Wahlberg was the best choice to play this character, being that he's from Boston and everything. But as a whole, if it was a made-up story and not real, it was definitely well made, definitely well acted. The script was really good. But being the fact that this is true life, it kind of just remembered me of watching all the news footage of this. But like I said, I'm only an hour outside of Boston, so definitely a good film. And yeah, I don't think it's that bad. Lone Survivor is a film that I did like it. It was very realistic, but not one of the best of these two guys that's got doing their films together, Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg. But like I said, Patriots Day, I think, is the best of them together. This is still a very good film, very good war film. But I don't know, it's not a film I want to keep on watching all the time. So The Mummy, the first film on 4K. I know Universal released the other ones, but I will be getting the second one when I can. This was still a very fun film to watch. The Blu-ray quality, like I said, has really been amped up. So yeah, it's definitely a fun film to watch on Blu-ray. You can see the Blu-ray was brought up a little bit, but it's not really the greatest film ever made, but it's fun to watch once in a while. Now I have The Fate of the Furious. I'm not really hating these franchises. I just think that the studio, being the fact that they want to make 2 more films, they should probably go back to the original roots that they made the first film so well, illegal street racing and all that. Now these films are just like going into heists. And I know Paul Walker gone. There was a lot of anger towards continuing these franchises. They should have ended after the film that they finished. But, money talks. But it wasn't a terrible film, but I just hope the last 2 films are going to go back to illegal street racing in LA. I mean, that's the way that they should end the franchise. And I'm kind of glad they're pushing things back with these 2 films. I think it probably means that the studio wants to get it right and not just do a fast-ass job just to pump another one out and make more money. I feel like they want to take their time, and I hope that it's the truth. But can't wait to see what this looks like in 4K. Another one that people probably didn't like is, well, I definitely did, is Mother. I definitely really enjoyed it at first. It kind of got on my nerves towards the end. Not that it was a bad film, but just how her husband is acting towards the end. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely liked it. It was definitely an original film. It was definitely a film that she should have done, and she did, obviously, because she's in the film. But, yeah, I definitely think she was the best part of this entire film. She definitely carried it. It kind of was a little annoying. Well, not annoying, but the people in the film, the guests that just kept showing up all the time, they kind of got annoying. And they just really pushed her buttons, and I could see why she pretty much exploded. And so, yeah, it's definitely, I don't know if it's a film that people are going to be talking about from the future from now, but I hope it does. This is definitely a great-looking film, and I really enjoyed it for what it was. An original film. So that this was coming out. Another one I got on 4K is Saving Private Ryan. Like I said, I don't own a 4K TV or Xbox thing yet, but I will be getting the Xbox next week, hopefully. So the 4K, I'm sure it's going to look amazing on this film. The Blu-ray is amazing. You can definitely tell it came out in the 90s, but this film was definitely a great film, very realistic. I kind of forgot that I was watching a war film, or I forgot I was watching a war film and I was really watching real war. It wasn't fast job. The scenes aren't like 10 seconds and they go out. It was all well made, and it was definitely, I could not wait. I was happy to pick this up on 4K, and I cannot wait to see what it looks like on 4K. I wish more studios like this release these films on very good quality, because it's going to really pick up if they do that. Second one, another one I have is John Wick on 4K. I was able to see this on a 4K TV. My friend has a 4K TV, so I watched it at their house or his house. And I think these are both, the first one and the second one I don't own on 4K, it's just the Blu-ray. But this one on 4K was definitely very clear, crisp. I really enjoyed it, and I really cannot wait to see what Chapter 3 is going to be next year. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. It was very great on 4K. Yeah, like I said, pretty much the same slipcover. If you guys don't own this, I definitely recommend getting this on 4K. It was very clear, and I can't wait to watch it again on 4K. I think I just put the cover on. And the one I have the next one I have is Blake Lively, The Shallows. Is that how you say it? The Shallows. on 4K. I have not been able to see this on 4K yet, but the Blu-ray is amazing. So I can't imagine what the 4K is. I've heard great reviews for this. The film, I liked it, but I still don't think it's the best shark movie ever made. But it was definitely fun to watch, and of course, I mean, who doesn't want to watch it? It's got Blake Lively on it. So yeah, here is pretty much the same thing on the slipcovers. Alright. Next one is The Bourne. It's Matt Damon's Jason Bourne on 4K. I don't own the other ones on 4K because I just don't really want to, do it or get them. So I got this on 4K. I definitely think the Blu-ray was amazing on this, and I just can't wait to see what the 4K is. The film's not the greatest film in the franchise. I still think his earlier ones in early 2000 were great, including 2007, but this was still fun to watch. Oh, that's the first pile done. Next pile. Is Star Wars, brain freeze. Star Wars The Last Jedi on 4K. I know people didn't like this film that much, but I still really enjoyed it, and the Blu-ray was amazing quality, and I can't wait to see what this looks like on 4K, and I still think it's a pretty interesting film. So, I am done the first pile of the movies. I will continue with the other ones. I just I want to make these into a couple videos. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will be back with the other videos, with the other films I have.